Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I want to talk about natural gas, more specifically /NG, which is the natural gas futures. And I want to pick up where we left off last week. We were talking last week about /NG and how it was starting to show signs of a potential reversal back to the upside, which would have you buying UGAZ, the correlating ETF. Well, over the last couple days, I've seen continued push in this direction, making my suspicion of a reversal even stronger. So I want to show you that chart today. I want to show you why I think it's continuing to reverse. And I also want to ask the audience what we need to wait for before we jump in and take this to the long side. So if you're interested in natural gas, you're interested in UGAZ or DGAZ, this is the video for you. So stay tuned. Let's jump into the chart. Here on /NG, which is the natural gas futures, and I'm on the weekly chart right now. So let's look at how things have been developing recently. You can see this downtrending channel. I've had a lot of people commenting, talking about this channel that we're in, which is very clear. And then recently we had this break outside of the channel, and I have a couple lines drawn here, and those will make more sense when we get into the daily chart. But for right now, you can see the touches on the top of the channel, and then you can see the touches down here on the bottom. It's just kind of been meandering back and forth and really just trending overall to the downside. And we've kind of confirmed that each time we've talked about this. We've said, okay, we're downtrending. Now let's move on to the daily chart, and we'll do that. So here we go. We got the daily chart up. And on this daily chart, if I just zoom out a tiny bit, you can see that similar channel. It's pretty clear. We're seeing a downtrend. We're below the 200 simple moving average, which tells me that we're also downtrending, but we've been bouncing back and forth, just like on the weekly chart, with just a few more deviations here and there. But last week we were talking right here. You see my cursor, we had this push up, and then we paused right here in this red sort of doji candle. And the reason I found that significant was because not just the channel, but if you look at this red line, this is the 50 simple moving average. It's been moving down as well. But every time we touch that, we bounce away from it. We touched, we bounced away. We touched, we bounced away. That keeps happening over and over. So when I'm looking at things like this, I can see the overall channel, and that's good. But I also try to be aware of key indicator lines because traders use those lines. And they've clearly been using them here and here, here, and here. So when we got to this point and we had this green day, I'm going to zoom in a little more. When we had this green day and we pushed well above it and closed, and then the next day we did not drop back down inside underneath that 50, we actually stayed above it and sort of paused with a doji. That made me think that we could possibly bounce and go higher. And now moving forward 1, 2, 3 or 4 days, we've now sort of confirmed that something is different, okay? So the thing that's different is that we are in fact breaking out of the channel, but we're also breaking above that 50 simple moving average, which is important in and of itself. So if I look at this now, you can see that we had this one now push up. So we initially pushed above the 50 and paused. Now we've pushed above the channel, closed, and then had another strong green day up above the previous candle. So we're now outside of the channel, and we're outside and above the 50 simple moving average, which is key in my opinion. Again, this is all my opinion, so trade based on your own due diligence, your own thoughts, but these are just my opinions on what's happening right now on natural gas. And I drew these lines here because I want to illustrate my point a little bit. When you get this big push up, and now we pause, I'm going to be waiting for a push back down and then a breakout to the upside. I think the key thing to take away here is if we go ahead and draw one of our bubbles right here, if you can see that point right there, what's key about this is that's going to be our first higher low. So right now we're breaking up and getting a higher high, and that's relative to this point, this point, this point, and this point. We're getting a higher high, and then we're pulling back into the top of that channel as well as kind of back towards the 50 simple moving average. If we hit that level and bounce and go higher, it's this break point right in here. It's the first candle to make a new higher high. So to illustrate that, I'll just draw one more line on this. But if we get a break through that level, this would be the first price action to set a higher high beyond here. And this is a great buying opportunity because this, well, and before I say it, I almost blew it. Pause the video right now and go below and comment and tell me what I'm about to say. What are we waiting for before we go long on natural gas? I'll give you 3 seconds to pause and comment below. 3, 2, 1. What's the word? If you said confirmation, you're absolutely correct. We need confirmation. Confirmation being a higher low and then a break above this most recent higher high to give us our second follow through higher high. So our buying opportunity would happen in here. Now, if you want to take on a little more risk, but maybe have some more reward, you could be looking to take it long here and just sort of hope that you get the higher high. There's no one knows. This could break back down into the channel and keep bouncing back and forth. So we got leg 1 of our confirmation. We need leg 2 to come in. And then final leg is number 3, where we're breaking out above the previous higher high to confirm the uptrend. So that's what I'm waiting on right now, is that confirmation that you commented below. Please comment below and tell me. I want to hear everybody say it. And once we have that, we can go long. So we can see how that applies. I'm just going to flip over to UGAZ, and we'll take a peek right here and see the same channel. It's a little more shallow price action. I'll zoom in and that'll kind of help it a little bit, I think. So you can see we've been meandering down. We have the similar tops and bottoms to the channel. But now, if I said, which of these things is different than the other, you know, the basic game you played as a kid, this has broken above this red line, and it's broken out of the channel. And I'll try to roughly maybe draw a channel in here. I don't know how good this will look, but I'll try to line up the points here a little, kind of. So there's a line there, and then let's go ahead and just put a line in here. And we'll draw it maybe right there. Okay, so you can see we've got the bottom of the channel and the top of the channel. The top of the channel is basically following right along on this 50 simple moving average. It's not exact, but it's pretty close. So the fact that we've broken above both the 50 simple moving average and the top of the channel had a pause in this red candle, and now we're lighting up green moving higher. I'm just waiting for the pullback and another move higher to confirm the uptrend. So keep your eye on that. Let's go back just so you can see this one more time on natural gas /NG. But once you see the break of the previous higher high, we know we're looking good. And that's going to come in the form of a bounce off the top of the channel and a bounce off the top of the 50 simple moving average. So looking right in this area, that's what we want to see. The pullback and the go higher. So keep your eye on this. I'll touch base here in a couple more days. I'm going to try and produce more videos on this topic because we're starting to get that pullback and we're getting to this crucial juncture where I want to keep talking about this and sharing information so that we can all capture the right entry point to take this one long. So hope this was helpful. Hope today was a green day for everyone. Happy Friday coming up tomorrow. And check in with me again. Turn on your bell notifications because I'm going to put a video out tomorrow. We might touch base on this again. I'm not sure yet. But turn on those bell notifications so that you don't miss anything. If you like the video, give me the thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. We'd love to have you stick around. We'll see you tomorrow.